Diesel Patch's fellow commentary channel recently made me aware of the pressing issue we have in society, that women don't get enough representation in video games. But not only women, average to below average, ugly looking women. Those are the bitches who don't get representation. Now, why, when you're playing a video game, which is quite literally another world, a fantasy world that doesn't exist most of the time, why would you want in that fantasy world to play as a normal, average to below average, random, hideous woman like this? That's the pressing issue we're gonna find out today. This company called Dove put an ad out on this situation, so let's give it a watch.
Había dos personajes, mujeres, nada más. Los dos eran dos personajes súper sexualizados. Y nada, eran las dos opciones que tenía para elegir.
2 out of 3 female gamers in the UK say there's a lack of representation in video games. First of all, that whole sentence gives me AIDS. But notice how carefully they choose their words in this statement. They say that there's a lack of representation. Lack of representation of what? Women in general? Or ugly bitches who no one wants to play as? And also, mind you, this girl was complaining about there being apparently only 2 options of female characters in a game, and both of them were overly sexualized in whatever the game they're talking about here. And first of all, this is such a small, minute problem that is pretty much pointless. But even if you do have like a legitimate argument here saying like, you know, women should be less sexualized in video games. I don't like to see big girls' titties hanging out of their chest or their ass hanging out of their boxers or whatever the fuck every time I see a female in a video game, which, yeah, okay, you know what, I'll hand you that one. But you don't have to go to the ultimate extreme, as we're gonna see in this video, where you start making the girls ugly. Like, no, you can just put on like a normal shirt on the girl so that you don't overly sexualize them. You don't have to make them some ugly bitch. Who wants to play as that? Who wants to look at that when they're playing a video game? Like, no one wants to see some skinny ass dude or some fat ass dude when they're playing a video game. Like, no, you want to be the jacked Giga Chad who's like 6'5" and has muscles crawling out of his ass. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get too red pill off the jump, but you gotta wonder and ask the question, why is it that guys are never complaining about some dumb shit like this? Saying that, oh, I'm so sad that they don't have skinny ass skeleton looking dudes in the video games I play. You know, it's such unrealistic standards, and it's oppressive that I have to look at big Giga Chads with huge biceps, 6-packs out the ass. It's so sad. Like, you never hear that, but on the opposite end with girls, dude, it's always this shit.
You were not there. You don't exist. The things are not made for you.
I don't look like that. Not everyone looks like that.
We should really show everybody that who we really are as people, and we should all like have a chance.
So these girls are complaining that they don't look like the characters in video games. The one girl said, I don't look like that. Basically what I was saying earlier about them not being able to reach these unrealistic standards. But dude, in so many video games, you have character customization where you can literally play as anyone you want. This is what just blows my mind about this whole situation. This is such a non-issue. Like, bro, you're going out of your way to find the games that you can't character customize in and that you have to play as like specific story characters or whatever. You're going out of your way to cherry pick those games and complain about it when, dude, you already have representation that you can create yourself literally in so many games, like thousands, you know what I mean? You can recreate your own stupid ass face. I can recreate my Minecraft skeleton looking ass body in more than enough games. Like, the representation is there.
A character that looks like me in a video game and be like, yo, this baby's fire.
There are thousands of skins available to choose from. But finally, one that looks like mine.
Yeah, dude, why would you ever want these women in your video games when you can have this beautiful specimen that I'm looking at right here? Like, oh, look at the lips, look at the haircut, look at the eyebrows. You're gonna have to try hard for that one. And what is this girl bitching about now? That there's thousands of skins to choose from, but one that's not me. Who the fuck are you, bitch? Why would anyone want to represent you in a video game? Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude, you're a nobody, and also, your face isn't really that appealing to look at in a video game. I'm just gonna keep it real. And as I said before, in numerous games, there's character customization that bypasses this whole dumbass issue of representation. They're creating a problem, and they're purposely being vague in their language to try to create this problem when in actuality, it doesn't even exist.
One that looks like mine.
I look so badass. Oh, I look so badass. Oh, I look so badass.
Yeah, dude, you look real badass here. You know, let me ask the audience, how many people would want to play as this bitch in the comment section below? Let me know, because I know I would. It just might be a little bit of a concern if I'm trying to run after someone or chase after someone in a situation, you know. My stamina might give out pretty fast, but, you know, it's the price you pay.
Oh, I look so badass.
Badass is when you're overweight.
It's not only about self-esteem, it's about
Come on, man, they're fucking with me. They're fucking with me at this point. Really? Really? What am I looking at? Jabba the Hutt? Dude, come on. Like, dude, and why are they acting like they're inventing this new concept of character customization? Like, that's all they're showing. All they're showing right now is a character customization setting in nearly like numerous games have, you know what I mean? You're not revolutionizing anything, and you're not solving a problem because you're creating a problem that doesn't even exist.
cannot do with your life. Ay, no, bueno, forget that. We are different.
It's beautiful. I think it's a dream.
Dog, they really gave this girl a wheelchair in the video game. Like, isn't the point of playing a video game, like, it's horrible, it's not good, it sucks. I have so much empathy for people who are disabled. Like, that's horrible, and any day it could happen to any of us, you know what I mean? My ceiling could come in on me and I would be disabled from the waist below, and that would destroy my life. But I would never want to play a video game and then also be disabled in the fucking video game. Like, come on, dude. This is a meme. This is a psyop. They gotta be fucking with us. Dude, you already got nerfed in real life. Why would you want to get nerfed even more in a video game?
Is there anything more powerful than being a legend? Yes, being real.
Dude, I got nothing. I got nothing. It's I gotta stop. This is crazy, right? Like, someone else, please tell me. Like, what's better than being a legend, being real? What the fuck are you talking about? You realize the only reason that video games are popular whatsoever is because they're a fantasy world where you can be a legend, so to speak, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, being real is just me sitting in my fucking chair, living life. You know, like, unironically, it sounds fucking cringe, but life is the same concepts of video games. But in video games, you level up, so to speak, just getting more, like, supernatural abilities more times than not. But in real life, like, leveling up, so to speak, as dumb as that sounds, it's like working out, getting buffer, like, it's practicing guitar, getting better at guitar, you know what I mean? Grinding out a YouTube channel, trying to get more money, like, there's a currency system. Like, it's the same shit. But the reason people play video games is because it's an extension from your real life where you can do things that you can't in real life. So why would you want to take that factor of shitty life and put it into a fantasy world video game? That would just make it 10 times worse. What the fuck, dude? I already live life as me. If I'm playing a video game where I'm slashing demons with a fucking katana, why would I still want to be me and not some red-haired fucking Chad looking like Japanese dude? You know what I mean? Like some samurai going, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to do.
That we are unique, beautiful, and brave, and that we should be able to play the game.
You can. Oh my god, my brain is melting. You can play the game. You can play the game. You already can play the games. And the representation is in character customization. I'm done. This shit. This is a psyop. But while we're on the topic of talking about overweight women, I saw this on Twitter the other day saying plus-size TikToker is calling out airlines for not having wider planes. Says it's discrimination.
And I got a job following fat people around with a tuba.
There's barely anything to say about this, but dude, just for the same reason why a 6'10 dude or a 7-foot man is going to be inconvenienced when he goes on an airplane and is going to have to duck his head, that's not discrimination. It's just all businesses and everything in fucking corporate America and pretty much the world, they all do things for the average person. They all create products and create anything for the average people, which means the most amount of people, because that's what sells the best. It has the most amount of markets. That's why you see like specific shoe sizes, like 10.5, I'm pretty sure is average for man or something like that. That's why that specific size of shoes sells out pretty fast. And since 99% of humanity isn't this fucking overweight, overweight, obviously they're not going to spend more money to accommodate for 0.01% of the population. But one way or another, everyone just has to victimize themselves. But at the end of the day, as anyone's gonna fucking tell you, this isn't discrimination. Hit the fucking gym, bitch. And you know what's wild too that I saw recently on Twitter is that a whole bunch of like big brands like Calvin Klein or something, they're now like hiring these ugly ass fat models to like model their clothes or whatever to make it inclusive to fat people. Like, dude, what is going on? What has the world become? Who the fuck wants to look at that? Fat people don't even want to look at this. Fat people don't even want these ads. Like you guys got to think. This isn't like a fat person isn't seeing this ad and being like, oh, that's so nice to see my fellow brethren, my fellow brothers in Christ. It's good that I'm getting some representation. Like, no. And also, like, it's fine to promote body positivity and be confident in your body. But people misconstrue body positivity for supporting the lifestyle of being overweight, which is just an unhealthy lifestyle. Like, having body positivity is like saying you shouldn't demean stretch marks, you know what I mean? Because that's all kind of like natural things where it's like you should just be proud or you should have self-confidence in yourself, you know what I mean, for natural things. But being overweight isn't natural. You shouldn't be overweight. This shouldn't be supported and put in ads. But at the end of the day, it's an interesting world we live in. You know, there's pros and cons to everything. Where nowadays, I would say it's the best time to live in because we have progressed so much as a society where a lot of people are more accepted as they were in the past. They have more freedom of expression to do whatever they want. But at the same time, we get some dumb shit like this where freedom of expression or whatever and wrong lifestyles are now promoted. So there's a push and pull with everything. But see you guys tomorrow and subscribe for nothing.